So there's a show called Game of Thrones. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's awesome. I've been watching it since probably 2011. And there's this character on it, okay? His name's Lord Baelish. He's a really crafty fellow, but a real big-time douchebag at the same time. Now, in this series, like, he's probably like the most manipulative, sly character that besides Cersei in the entire series. And he's able to be so manipulative because he is a master communicator. So being able to communicate really, really well works well from politics and sales and in public speaking, okay? But what the communication skills that gives Lord Baelish the ability to be so manipulative throughout the series and actually survive for 4 seasons is that his ability to communicate very strongly with others gives him a lot of power, okay? It's just power. Now, of course, what he uses it for is a lot of evil, self, he's a complete douchebag. But that's his choice. So my point is that that great communication skill gives him power. And that power, he has a choice of what to do with it, okay? So being a successful independent artist, what I've noticed, okay, for these musicians is that they are above average communicators, all right? And whether, they're communicating with people, and I'm talking outside of the actual music, because music is a language, and we do communicate non-verbally through music, and then through the lyrics in the music, if you write song-based music, then there's communication there. But there's also, when it comes to your music career, I see there's communication outside of that. There's communication when they walk up to the mic after the show and they're asking people to check out a merch table because they want fans to go back and buy stuff and support the band. There's communication behind the merch table when you're meeting the fans. There's communication when you get fans onto your email list and you're typing out, or you're writing to your fans, communicating with them there, getting them to telling your story so they can know you better and form a stronger relationship with your fans so that they'll turn into a true fan and want to support you in the long run. And so this kind of communication skill gives these independent artists that are making their full-time living, it gives them power. It gives them, and power in itself isn't, can be used either or, right? Okay, so there's Lord Baelish who uses power for evil, but then there are other characters like Tyrion Lannister who has power and he used it to help, to do good. And so as a musician, your music is giving you a certain bit of power, okay? But that doesn't make it an evil act, all right? So this isn't going to make you, having this power of communication, all right, which is essentially being able to grow your fan base, all right, and get fans to pay for your music. That's where that communication skill comes into play. That's where that power that you have comes into play, all right, and being able to communicate the value of the music you make to your fans and how it means to them so that they support you. And being able to do that doesn't make you a Lord Baelish, okay, necessarily. It's all about what you're trying to do. You're trying to create music, okay? You're trying to create a music career so that you can enrich in people's lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong in learning the communication skills to explain that to your fans, to convince your fans of that so that they will support your career, okay? And you earn that, all right, by learning by actually caring for your fans. So if you care for your fans, then you really have nothing to worry about. The only thing you need to focus on is learning those new and uncomfortable skills that will help you build your fan base on social media, on your email list, and learn those skills in order to communicate them through web pages on your site, like sales pages where you have an album release and you're saying, hey, you know, come buy this album. That's only going to help you, and that's only going to work to enrich in the lives of your fans. So I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, okay, that you'd like to see covered in the next video, or maybe any topics, just go ahead and leave a comment in the box below, and it may show up in the next Seeds of Music blog time. See ya.